What's up, guys? Welcome back to my life skilling only Ironman challenge for Black Desert. My name's Teddy, and it's been some time since I posted an update, so grab a cup of coffee, tea, or a nice bottle of water, like and sub to the channel if you find these entertaining, and let's just jump into this Ironman challenge. Because November is the perfect month for life skilling, I've decided I'd go to the northern wheat plantation and gather corn in hopes of the black gem fragments, cooking ingredients, and the event shy for the special life tome she gives. Not only is it a great way for the ingredients for cooking, but with the new gathering update, it's easier to get the trace of forest I'll be using for the silver embroidered costumes later on. Before I start gathering, I take all my spooky boss bags I have in hopes to get the storage maids or just a costume. You know, I want to look good. But much like all the loot boxes, I get nothing I want and nothing I can use at the moment, so it's on to gathering until I use up all my energy or I get bored. Being out here makes it easy to get started with cooking, having the boar and several different kinds of crops around that can be used for imperial cooking early on, worker and pet feed, not to mention just power leveling cooking, all of which is going to help me throughout this challenge with needing contribution points. In order for me to start all this, I'll need better clothes and tools, so it's off to get all of it started. I have more rewards in my black spirit safe, which gives me nothing, but I stopped at the secret cave Alejandro's farm to gather mushrooms for the knowledge, and because why not? It's on the way to my farms, which I need to level up my farming for better fences and easier fruits for alchemy anyway. It's a lot of riding around, I swear. All of this is needed, and though it could be done easier, I still need the training for more Imperial Seals. Getting into Olivia, one of the best ways to get materials needed for almost everything I have set up for milestones is with the dailies here. I'm not going to bother taking any of the skinning or butchering dailies since my focus is going to be around Olivia, and I want to keep my energy on the other things I'll need to get done to speed up alchemy and cooking. Another great reason to come out here to Olivia is when getting started with alchemy or just gathering in general. All the quests give a nice amount of experience for completing, and mainly for my challenge here, money, which will be small but will add up to millions as the days go on and I keep repeating these. Besides how slow I gather, these dailies can normally be done in a timely manner, but does require luck to get the more rare resources like the spirit leaf or the old tree bark, for example. This can be helped with repeating these dailies to level up gathering higher, which hasn't been too bad with the 12-second gathering time and low master I have. Once all the quests are done, it's time to get some alchemy started, but to help out with that, and taking a suggestion from one of you, it's off to the Sand Bazaar to buy already purified water. It's amazing how I haven't been there yet, but I plan to use it for more knowledge and to get the water I need to make more pure powder and liquid reagents. The ride isn't too bad, but faster horses, gear, and better training will speed it up when I get around to all of that, but back to the journey. All I have to do is talk to everyone here to get at least 3 more energy, and I can head to the general vendor to get the water I want. I'm going to be low on weight, so I either have to buy a small bit or use the transports to move larger amounts, but that'll have me waiting, and I don't want to wait around. So I start shoving water in my bag, open up my newbie bag, and surprisingly, I can shove more water into my newbie bag without it taking up any type of real weight. With all the water ready, it's back to Olivia once again. I could be running to level up my stamina instead. I won't bore you with all the traveling, so back here in Olivia, I can store the water and start getting all the ingredients needed to start making my reagents. The is going to take a while, so it's always a perfect time to look through the login reward and see what I can use to help out with my progress. Luckily, I do have the only fairy I'll be able to unlock ready for me. It's not a radiant, but it will help me if I can get some good skills. So, without wasting any more time, it's off to the Kamasov Temple to turn in my fairy. Here in the temple, I'm actually shocked being able to turn in my unsealed wings with not being able to turn in the petals at all, at least not until I complete the quest line, but I named my fairy Iron Hannah, to match my name and reflect the challenge. I did manage to save some of the sweet honey wine in the Black Spirit safe. So, I level up my fairy, which isn't going to be enough, but I can always craft some gear to feed her later on if I don't get lucky with getting any wine. Noticing my farm needs some tending, it's off to my fence to deal with my dry main grass I'm growing to power level my farming again. And it's back to Olivia to start Alchemy. While this takes hours yet again, all I could do is just play around with the ancient Black Spirit adventure and see what I can get. I won't lie, I completely forgot about the Wonderland bundle we get from completing so many rounds, and I have to try my luck. These bags do have some good rewards, but with how bad my luck has been, I get nothing yet again. I'm not sure why I even hold out hope on these things. Let me know down in the comments if you guys do this too, and let me know if you guys have gotten anything great. But it's back to waiting around to get all my alchemy done. My plan is to get as many mysterious catalysts as I can to exchange for the powders I can use for the silver imported clothes like the powder of earth and time. I get lucky enough to get 10, and I head out to exchange them for the 200 powders of earth. Take my reward, and start the process of speeding everything up. Near Kepler is my first stop with the Halloween event going on. I accept the Halloween weekly and the daily both. Open the goodie bag from completing the quest, which gives me another dud, and I turn in all of my shining pumpkin keys for a lot more memory fragments. You can never have too many of these, as I've shown you time and time again. But before I can go to Kepler, however, I need to get the cloth for all the costumes. It's a little out of the way, but it'll be well worth it. So, it's back here to bear. Though it's a slow process, and I need a lot of luck to get the right cloth like wool or cotton right now, since I still don't have the workers to go out and gather, the lodging to hold them, or even the nodes. All I can do is just change channels and keep gathering until I get what I need. Fortunately, no one bothers to gather these laundry lines or even know about them, so they're always here for me to grab. After changing a couple channels, I have all the cloth I want, and it's time to head to Kepler for the rough stone to polish down for the advanced alchemy tools and cooking utensils. Mining around Kepler is pretty simple with the amount of rocks and ore we can find out here, but I want the coal and the iron to help me make steel for crates. At least Lifeskilling allows me to level up combat without needing to actually do any combat. Hunting will help me hit level 60 better, but gathering and fishing will have to do the trick for now. Mining out here does come with one major downside for anyone trying to complete this challenge, or those who weren't aware, the stoneback crabs. Looking like normal rocks, these guys can easily take me down with each hit hurting, and my attacks barely doing anything because I have no real gear and no real weapon. These can be mined for more resources, so it's not a complete loss, but annoying being hit all the time, so I go to Kepler to start processing down the stones. The advanced alchemy tools will need a lot of polished stone and melted iron, so it's a nice chance to start getting better processing to help build the Euphoria frigate. I'm still annoyed I can't wear any mastery gear, which just really hurts when trying to process down hundreds of materials. Even with this taking 20 minutes to complete, it's now off to get all the materials ready to start making my utensils and the clothes when first stop being Glish before heading to Heidel. Throwing all the ingredients, I go to start crafting, but I realize I need another worker, which will need another lodging. Not having the extra spots on this account is really noticeable, but I sacrifice some storage for more workers and I try my luck getting a decent worker. Humans are great for their luck, but green grades are more of a waste and I'll only settle on them if I run out of chances. Same with the giants. They'd be great if they were blue, yellow, and orange, but I'll sacrifice more energy for a very, very lucky chance at getting a professional goblin. The plan is to make my human stop mining to have the goblin level up that way and have my human make the tools until my goblin is set up the way I want for faster crafting or maybe just saving up some of those materials when using them. Now with the advanced tools being started, it's back to Heidel to get my clothing materials in order and a worker ready to start making them. I made sure to bring all the materials I could with me so I don't have to make any extra trips, and I had some being transported over here to help me out. This is all great and ready, but I run into an all too familiar problem. Me needing yet another worker lodging. For the time being, I removed the worker from the flax node to start making costumes and decide it's a perfect time to open the loyalty shop. In here, there's a great option to buy one worker lodging, which will cost 3k loyalty, which is a steal in my case. Most of my loyalty points will mainly be used for all of these slots anyway, and any other bonuses that I can't buy with pearls. I get my workers back to working, and while I wait for the costumes and tool to be completed, I head to my fence to level up my farming yet again. This gives me a nice amount of farming experience and shouldn't take too long if I pay attention to my timers and actually tend to my fences instead of just forgetting about them. After my farms, it's on to processing down as many materials as I can to level up my processing. Doing this is an easy way to pay attention to all the workshops I have, but I run into another issue. Normally chopping down logs into planks give huge processing experience, being able to proc both planks and plywood. I think I'll have to unlock the skilled processing knowledge before I can even do that, so I can only do planks. I leave my processing going, and my fiance takes me out to watch a new movie, The Creator. Great movie, I highly recommend, but when I get home, I see my clothes and my tools are ready, and now it's time for the tricky part, enhancing. Normally, I'd go ahead and smash clothes together for several +1s using the higher stacks to try to get a +2, but the materials are annoying to come by, so I either have to be lucky or go in with overkill. I choose overkill with way more fail stacks to get that +1. With my clothes all tapped up, my farm is calling to me, so it's off to my fence for more farming experience and to replant the dry mange grass that I have. And it's back to Olivia. We can't just have new tools and not try them out, right? So getting to the alchemy house, I have to remove all the lesser tools I don't need and I replace them with a better one. Trying out the tools, it feels better wasting my time standing here knowing it's not going to take me more than 12 seconds to complete a cycle. But with the lack of light, it is bothering me, so it's time to choose a Halloween light prop I got from the Ancient Blacksburg Adventure. It's not a big light, but it is adorable, so it's going to be my new alchemy buddy. With all the progress done and getting more set up for the next day, I think it's a perfect time to stop here. It was nice getting my tools made up, my costume mill started, and a brand new fairy. I plan on getting more clothes to help out with not having any mastery gear, more seals to start breaking Manos sooner before I even hit level 60, and I think maybe I'll start getting the frigate made up more, who knows. But if you enjoyed this, be sure to leave a like. Let me know if this is something that you'd like to try, or if you just enjoy watching me struggle. Be sure to subscribe, turn on all those notifications so you don't miss out when I come out with the next update. And as always, I'll see you in the next update. Keep gathering out there.